Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for subscribing. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for returning. And for those that have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I am on. So I am, again, working on as soon as I find it, I'll be working on my scrap dress, my hot mess dress. And I need to turn on some light in here. I can see what I'm doing. All right, let's see. Cool, cool, cool. That's 10 per hour. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can't do it. Trying to take a picture. Not the best, but it'll do. Hello, Helen. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. I found a new app. So I'm trying. Let's see if I can delete that. Nope, nope, nope. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. I want to add this one. Can I delete that? Oh, well. For some reason it won't let me delete the photo. All right, I won't worry about it. It's done. I have what I wanted. So are you working on anything, Helen? I'll tell, if some more people come in, I'll tell you about this app that I've found. That's one of my other Hat Not Hate beanies. It'll go into the stash. I'm getting closer and closer to finishing that stash. Let me see. I'm just going to snip this. I don't feel like maybe. Oh, I got it. Oh, No, nothing from Helen. Okay, maybe she's working. Doing good, working and listening, still working on my scrap moss and bead challenge when I get home. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said you must be working. And I was right. I am halfway. Let me see. Oh, yes, I'm halfway to finished on this one side. Now I need to find my, oh, there it is. Hey Kelly, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey there, I'm getting ready to cook some greens, cleaning them, and listening to your live. Love you much. Love you too. Uh, Girl, you are good. Only time I cook greens is on the weekend, so I can have it for Sunday. Excuse me. Hey Mary Bell, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I hope you all did a thumbs up when you came in. See, that's too much work for me to do it in the middle of the week. My daddy, he grows collard greens in his backyard, and I get them and I cook a big pot and I freeze them so I can eat it throughout the month until he does some more. Thank you, Maribel. He's sewing the ends so I can take a picture. Oh, okay. I am I was on the sheet. Helen doesn't eat greens. I love greens, but I have to cut back on because I want mine with all the fattening stuff, the cornbread, fried chicken. That's how I want mine, and some rice. So it's very hard not to just have the collard greens, but I do. I was on I've the She Show. I watched the She Show today, and she had a lady on there, and of course I didn't bring my information with me. Lace something. No, I can't remember. But anyway, she does yarn bombing. I had never heard of that before, ever. And she said she she crochets items, or either she might just take the yarn, but she puts it on. It's like street art, but she uses yarn, and she showed like she crocheted like an egg, but she crocheted a huge egg and used it somewhere. And she also does that as artwork for her clients. I'm sitting there like thinking to myself, who would have thought? And she says that she puts it. Usually, she goes puts her artwork around abandoned buildings and boarded up places that she can put it to display. It was interesting. Never heard of it before until today. So I said, now I'm going to have to look to see if I ever see any of that around here, but I've never. I mean, I've seen plenty of graffiti. People are crazy enough to climb up on the things where the lights are, and they'll write on where the The signs on the highway said these people are straight nuts. Just nutty, nutty, nutty. Let me see. That's can't use that. Let me see. Did some blue, did some green. All right, I'll do this gold. So I thought that was very interesting, that there is a thing called yarn bombing. I never heard of that before. Have any of you ever heard of yarn bombing or seen it somewhere? She's in Philadelphia, so if any of you all are in Philadelphia, you may have seen some of her work. I haven't seen it here in South Florida. I'm gonna go. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Let me see. Heard of it recently. So cool. Okay, you have. Okay, so I don't. Yeah, I'd never till today. I'd never heard of that before, and I certainly haven't seen it. But I bet I'll have my eyes open once I start getting out. See if there's any of that going on here. I was on Facebook. Must have been it had to be last night. And as we know, people are always asking how to price, how to price, how do they price, how do everybody price their work? Let me see. Yes, we did one here in Abilene. Went to Yarn Fiber Fest. They did it there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would think that would be a place that they would definitely have that kind of stuff. I've never been to a Yarn Fiber Fest before. And the only one there was supposed to be one in Orlando last year, but it was in the height of Miss Corona. So I certainly wasn't going to go. But I'm hoping next year that they'll do it again. Maybe I'll get to go because it was supposed to be in May, so it's been a year now. Because I would love to go to something like that. So anyway, one of the ladies um, had said, "Oh, they have Fiber Fest. Fiber Fest was in Dallas. Oh, okay, in Dallas. Oh, it was in Dallas. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, cities like that. Because um, I'm guessing Hobby Lobby, that's their headquarters somewhere in Texas, since the airport in Houston is named Hobby. So I'm guessing, but I can be wrong. But that's my guess. So anyway, this lady had posted that she uses an app to price her items. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to try that. So last night I downloaded the app and I started crocheting one of my beanie hats for the Hat Not Hate, because I always say I'm a slow crocheter. So I really wanted to see how long it actually takes me from start to finish to do a beanie hat. So I started it, and the app is a little quirky as from what I can figure, because like when I entered my information, it took me a minute to find it again. It's like, where did it go to? And then it'll pop up. So I used it, and the pricing was close to what I would price it at. Actually, it's higher than what I had initially been pricing my hats at. And I'm working on the fringe purse that I said that I wanted to do. So I put that in there too. Now I hope, let me turn down my lighting so it won't be so, and maybe you can see it. And the app is called Crochet Land, if you all haven't heard of it. So let me do this. I can never see. It's too much light. Turn that light off. Still too much light. Nope, too much light. Anyway, I put in the information for my beanie and for the crochet, the fringe purse. And the beanie, it took me 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 4 seconds to finish. It had 14 rows, and it has a row counter on there too. I hate that I can't show this better. So at the top, it has the timer, then it has notes. So you can, put any notes. So what I put in there is blue beanie, an eye hook medium weight yarn. Then the next one is the supplies. So I added my shipping, the yarn, and the materials that I would have to, the packing, that's what I should have put, packing materials. And then it gives you how much it, and they use it, it's time 1.6. And I've heard that formula before. And I think the formula is like 1.6 times whatever the cost of it's something like that. I can't remember it now. And it gave me an hourly rate of $10.94 an hour. And then it has another place where you can take a photo and put it there where you did your item. So now I know it takes me an hour and 22 minutes. And I guess I can be faster, and the good thing is that, every time I stopped, every time I got interrupted or anything, I would stop it and then go back to it. So I'm sure I can shave off some more time on this if I just sat and did it, but I never sit and do anything. But at least I have a general idea of really how long it does take me. So in my view, I still put myself in the slow crochet row, because I've heard people say, "Oh, I can whip out a beanie in 30 minutes." I'm like, only on my Addy or my Centro can I do that. But I think it's a neat app. It does have little quirks, because when I typed in like the fringe one and I kept going back to them, like, where is it? And then all of a sudden everything I had put in there pops up, because I would type it again because I didn't see it. So I would type it again. So then I ended up with like 3 or 4 beanies in there because I kept typing it. But I hope I can go in and delete it. But I'll probably use it for another beanie. But at least I have an idea of how long it takes now. So the crochet, what do you call it? The fringe purse, the crochet fringe purse, the pattern says it's 10 hours. So I definitely want to see if it really takes 10 hours. Hey, Renee, let me see. Hello, gorgeous Gigi and everyone. Thank you. I'm trying. So that's a good app. So if anybody wants to try it, it is, let me put in this, Crochet Land. And it's got the weirdest, I guess that's supposed to be a, let me see, a yarn. No, it's not yarn. I don't know what that's. It's something weird looking. It's got one big eye, one little eye, and 2, looks like a snail. Kind of looks like a snail. I don't know what that thing is, but it's a good enough app for me. Can you stop and start? Yes, that's what I was doing. So every time I would do something and I get interrupted, I just stop it. and it keeps your time, so you don't have to worry about losing your time. And I think it's a good thing, especially if you're trying to figure out really like what's my price, what should I be charging, and it turned out fair. So I'm really curious as to see um, how much this friend's purse is gonna how it calculates that. And I'm hoping I can do it in less than 10 hours, but I don't know. We will see because it's tedious. It's all um, half double crochets using a 3.5 millimeter hook. Um, so it's what's that? Oh, my seam ripper. It's half double crochets, and you do treble crochets because you gotta where you do the fringe. That's where you do the treble crochets, front post treble crochets, because you're gonna add the fringe over those front post treble crochets. So it's not a hard um, will you that in the notes? I did, didn't I? I thought I typed it in somewhere. Oh yeah, yeah. Right above your message, I put Crochet Land app. So so I say everybody should have that. It's a good app. I hope I'll look and see if there's anything else. But I like that it definitely keeps your row count. You know, every time you change your go to the next row or round or whatever you're doing, just click the little thumbs up and it moves up. And then if you want to frog something, you can hit the thumbs down button too. And you add in all of the materials that you're going to use. And if you know how much stuff costs to ship, you add that in there and it gives you a price. So I thought that was a great app. I'm going to add the invite if anybody wants to come on and chit chat. Oh, did I copy it? I don't know. I think I did. Yeah. I should have checked to see if they had any bugs in it that they're working on, because that's the one thing. And then I would go back to like my projects or I think that's what it says, and none of them would pop up that I just entered. Then I go back and then boom, it'll finally pop up. So I think I'm going to have to send them a message. There is a bug with when inputting and being able to start your project, because you have to wait. There's a delay somewhere in their programming. But it's a great little app, something good to at least have an idea of how much you should be charging for your works of art. Are you working on anything, Renee? Now I turned off all the lights. I have ripe mangoes, so I will be cutting up mangoes to freeze and let my friend know, come and get them. I gotta still have a lot of them that are green, but every day now they're starting to fall off the tree. So it's time to get the mangoes before the animals get the mangoes. They don't play. They will snatch them up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Did Renee disappear on me? I think she disappeared on me. So we're going to be making our lovey on Saturday. So I hope you all plan to join us. I got a message. Who sent me it? Somebody sent me. Now I can't remember. But they saw my community. Who was it? Somebody said they saw it on the community thing. Can't remember anything. I definitely, let me see. Where was I? Here. There. Mm, 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 mm. Who was it? I don't know now. I don't even see it now. But someone messaged me and said they're going to come on to do the make along. Let me see. No, was hoping a little one would be asleep by now. Ooh, that little girl, that little girl. She's like, Grandma, nope. I know you're gonna be doing something at that time. So I am not going to sleep. I don't know why you think I am. Oh my goodness. Are you all doing anything for the holiday weekend? I have to ask my mom if she wants us to come over because I think I want to go over to Costco and buy some ribs and their rotisserie chicken. I don't even know if they do potato salad. I can't remember ever seeing potato salad in there because I don't want to cook and I certainly do not want to barbecue. My grill hasn't been turned on in probably over a year, and I'm really scared right now to mess with it. That's the one thing I don't like, gas grills. I don't know why I bought that gas grill. Should have just stuck with my charcoal one. But they say charcoal is bad for you. So I bought the gas grill. I think any meat that's burned is not good for you. So, but I haven't started it up in such a long time. I'm scared to turn it on now. And my lawn man, he's just as chicken as I am. He won't even touch it. Nope, I don't mess with grass. I don't mess with gas. And now I got to find somebody brave enough to turn it on just to make sure it's still working. I remember when my mom had the gas stove. Ooh, I hated that thing when the eye went out and you had to start it up and it goes swoof. Oh, I couldn't stand that thing. Let me see. Hey, Tina, Craft by D Rose. How are you? Hello, Gloria. I gave you a thumbs up. Thank you so much. When I come back from the restroom, I'll come up on the panel with you for a little spell. Okay. So I had to actually replace the igniter on the thing. I tell you, YouTube has everything because I had no clue about that. And I called the Weber. I think I talked to somebody and they gave my information. They sent me a new one. And they had their instructions was really good too. But I still went to YouTube because I was like, I want to make sure this thing works. And I was able to hook it up and got it going. But it's not my thing, you know. I'd rather somebody else be doing all that stuff. That is not my cup of tea. This is what I'd rather be doing, crocheting. I don't want to tinkering around with stuff. Just let me crochet and be happy. I'm I'm looking forward to having some ribs. I haven't had ribs in a few months. My friend and I used to go, there's a man, he's down in Fort Lauderdale, and he is across the street from the Broward Sheriff's Office. And he pitches his tent, has his big coolers, his seasoned ribs and chicken, and he makes sauce, and he has other side things that I'm definitely not going to touch. Um, and it's a cash only business. I'm sure he carries a gun with him because he's out there in the open, but he's across the street from the sheriff's department, but sheriffs can't stop nothing before it happens. You see, we used to do a lot of things until mother-in-law showed up. Oh my goodness. So we would go down there and get a rib sandwich, and she would sometimes get the whole slab of ribs, and their prices are reasonable. And it was always good. But I haven't been there in well over a year because I don't remember going before um, Miss Corona decided she wanted to show up. I wanted to go. Food just doesn't taste as good as it used to before I got these braces on. And plus, I can't bite anything, even though y'all don't have to bite his ribs, but it's just no fun. Everything has to be eaten with a knife and a fork now, or a spoon. That was no fun. Even the softest thing I tried, like I bought some Jamaican beef patties from Costco, and they're soft, but it is very hard to try to bite something with these braces on. So everything is with a knife and a fork. There's no fun, no fun, no fun. Oh, hold on just a minute. My mom's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. How long do you have to keep them on? Oh, I got a year and a half, girl. A whole year, because it's 2 years, and I've only had them since October. But you can best believe when these bad boys are off, I am going to be so looking for anything I can bite on. I love crunchy stuff too. I cannot wait. I don't know if you were on when I first got them, but I was eating some potato chips one day, and sure enough, one of those braces came right on off. So I had to go and get another one put back on. I think I've lost two brackets. No, well, the other one of them turned the wrong way. The other one I lost completely. And everybody's like, "Why did you get braces at such a late age?" I said, "Because my um overbite was becoming more of an overbite, and I was clenching more, and I was uncomfortable. So I figured maybe if they correct that, then it won't be so bad. Well, of course, since I've had these braces on, I don't clench um, my teeth as much. I don't grind as much because it would be really, really, really uncomfortable. But I find myself sucking in more. And one lady I call her my niece. She's not my blood niece, but she niece just as good a niece as any niece. She has braces. She's gonna have hers off before mine come off. But they pulled two of her teeth. One, I think one on each side. I was like, no, nobody's gonna pull my teeth. And I didn't understand the rationale for them doing it, but I was like, no, we're not gonna have any teeth pulling here. As if that comes up, I'm saying, nope, you might as well take them off. I am not gonna have any teeth pulled. But it's every time that I get used to them, then it's time to go back to the dentist, and of course, they're gonna do something else to make me uncomfortable again. My sister used to grit her teeth in her sleep. Yeah, see, that's what I do, and it's from stress. Because I until I got this job, I don't think I did that as much, but this job, whew, yes, I grind my teeth, and I also bite the inside of my jaw too. That's the other thing that I do. And now with these braces on, I can't do any of that. So it'll be interesting to see if I go back to all of my bad habits once they're off. We will see. But they are definitely no fun. And some people said, "Well, why didn't you get the Invisalign?" I was like, I wasn't even thinking about Invisalign, but I've been told Invisalign costs more than these braces. Hello,
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm I'm trying to keep up.
Trying to keep up.
Yeah, trying to keep up, girl. So what you making? Something looking pretty there. What you making?
Oh, this is my scrap project, my hot mess scrap project. It's
Oh,
gonna be
what
a
is
dress.
it's gonna be a dress.
Yeah, see, it's got all the colors. See, I said everybody else's scrap project looks pretty. Mine looks like a scrap project.
Oh, okay. I ain't making no scrap it up.
Ah,
I ain't make
see,
because
this is the one that I finished.
okay, let me see.
That's
Go to the
so
top
that's
of it.
This is going to be
So
the back of it,
how you
and now
make
I'm
it?
working
Oh,
on the
that's
front of it.
oh, okay, that's the back and the front. How you gonna make it fit?
I'm going to put it's going to be a tube dress, so I'm just going to put some elastic,
Oh, okay.
a
Oh,
slip
okay.
on, and if I need to go out quick, slip it on with a slip and go on out the door.
Now you know what? Really, you about right because I need a skirt. I want a skirt. You know why? Because I have to do shows all the time, and I don't like putting on pants and all of that, you know. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to throw on a skirt, throw on my bra, my shirt, and do my show. I just don't. I am not a. I really, if I could, if I didn't have nowhere to go, nothing to do, I'd wear my nightgown all day and crochet. And
See,
crochet
I
is
had to break myself out of that habit of walking around in PJs all day long because that was another reason why I started doing the lives. I said, because this will make me put on some clothes.
I barely still want to put on clothes, Gloria. It is the worst for me. I hate putting on some clothes. I mean, I have the hardest time. I got I have a real loose goose, you know, bra that I love to wear. That's what I always wear, my loose goose. And I change shirts because if I put on a tight one, I can't crochet.
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do all the embroidery, all the beautiful things that I know how to do. If I'm tight and can't breathe.
stress is particular person caused me to have panic attacks is not a good feeling on top of be caught in the elevator. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be caught. Mm-mm. Hey VJ, how are you today? Renee says she agrees with you, Miss Tina.
I
She must be
can't
the other one that
do it.
want to walk around in pajamas.
I got to. It'd be the hardest thing when I get up and come get on the show. Believe you me, the hardest thing about doing a show is putting on an outfit. That's the hardest thing. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm
why I
just
do these lives and make me put on some clothes in the morning. And then
mm,
my job, they started doing live um, meetings, so everybody's on the webcam.
mm,
And you never know
mm.
when they're going. You usually remember when it's going to pop up, but sometimes they'll pop up something at a different time. Like, oh Lord, not this. So I'm
What
ready
I
to.
would do,
Angela, yes,
they
I like to wear comfortable clothes. Angela said that she likes to wear comfortable clothes. Renee said when it's time to go somewhere, I hate putting on clothes.
like if I had a job, I would have a standard outfit. I would have a standard outfit tucked in the drawer that every time they say, well, we got to do a meeting, I go grab that outfit. They say, don't you never wear nothing else? I would tell them, this is my standard outfit for when we have these
Your
meetings.
meeting outfit.
Y'all, look, don't ask, because I like to wear what I want to wear. hmm I would. I tell them just how I feel. I wouldn't hide it. I, y'all should know by now. I tell how I feel. That's what happened today. I told how I feel. They asked a question on TV last night about reparation. I couldn't sleep. I thought of everything I wanted to say. I was like, yeah, because they done made me mad now. When my great grandmother was a slave and was beaten and mistreated and all of that, and you gonna ask me, why do I feel like I deserve reparations? Because my kids still suffer. Because
Uh, Everybody else got reparations that they did bad things too.
oh,
Just like, I don't want to get political, but everybody else got reparations that they did bad things too. And just
okay,
like they rammed that other bill in just recently because of all the Asian people being beat up and hurt and all that stuff, but yet and still they don't want to do the policing bill. Come on, man. But
so,
getting off of that tangent because I don't want my blood pressure to go up.
I had to stop too. I had to stop because when I started talking about my sons, I had to just okay. Because this is about to make me really upset here about my boys. And my boys still suffer, like even I lost my grandson at 21 years of age.
Mm, mm, mm.
I lost him, and it's like all because of how he was treated, and
Yeah.
and 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 how being a child of of what my grandmother, my great grandmother went through, you know, that was passed on to us as
Mm.
children, because she was always afraid of what was going to happen to her. She could not sleep at night. I have no children, none. None of my children can sleep at night, even
You
my
know,
grandchildren.
this is what I say about this country. It's not the country that we chose. It's the country that they chose to bring our ancestors to. And young Black men are not allowed to make the same mistakes that young white men make. They're not allowed to do stupid stuff. They always find everybody's so afraid of them. And all of that stuff brings on those kind of attitudes that they have. They feel like they
Mhm,
got to challenge everybody because they already know they got to strike against them. And
mhm,
when you put people in a position where they can never, ever, ever, ever get ahead because you have written laws into place that keeps them down, you can't tell me that this country is just. It's not. There's nothing just if, and I
right.
say it, and people may leave today with a nasty taste in their mouth about me, but I've been Black in America all my life, and my people were brought over here by other people. And
Mhm,
our ancestors had to work this land without
mhm,
anything but a place to stay because they wanted to keep you as a slave and food so that you can work their land. So don't say, why should we get reparations? Explain to me, why did the Japanese get reparations? Why did the Jewish people get
Holocaust,
reparations?
don't forget
We
them.
America didn't do the Holocaust, but Jewish people got reparations. Then why can't African Americans? Our ancestors were brought to this country. We didn't get on that ship voluntarily. Our ancestors didn't get on the
Mhm.
ship voluntarily. They put our behinds on the ship. But as I say, I'm reeling it back because it brings me to another level, honey. And when I see these people with all these new voter laws that keep people from voting because that they feel that's the way they're gonna win. Mm-mm. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
girl, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And what I said was that, not that, I just want to say this one part. When my great grandfather died, they took my great grandmother's home from her.
Mm, mm,
They took her home from her.
mm, mm,
That's deep. That's really deep.
mm.
That's so deep.
And it goes on so much, and everybody want to put oh, I don't see anything, I don't see, oh no, there's no racism, there's no this, there's no, yes there is, has been, always will be, period.
Mhm.
There's
Still
always got
is.
to be somebody that feels they're more entitled than the next person. And if you
Yeah.
feel that way because of somebody's skin color, then something isn't right. Because we all breathe the same air. We all have blood running through our veins. We all feel pain. And that's another thing. They don't think we feel the same pain that they do. Uh,
Mhm.
Girl, don't get me started. Don't get me started. It boils. I get so aggravated. And
And what
I
makes it so bad? What it makes it so bad, Glory? I live in a racist predicament right today. I get discriminated against in my own. I pay my rent on time. I'm never late. I've been here ever since I started this show and before I started this show. But do I get treated like I'm a on time payment person? Do I get treated that way? No. I don't. I do not. I don't get treated like I pay my rent on time. I get treated like a buzzard in this apartment.
I'm
I
gonna give you.
get
I'm gonna
treated
give you
like
a
a
prime
buzzard.
example. I know for sure when I refinanced my house the last time that that woman that came in here gave my house a lower value than she would have somebody else. And I know this because the guy that did my loan says I was surprised that it was valued at such a low amount. I knew it. I knew it from because I didn't appreciate her even coming into the house because no one has ever come into my house to do an evaluation if I was doing a refinance. Because if you haven't changed anything in the house, what does she need to see? All you gotta do is pull it up on the county books. They know exactly the size of the house, the size of the rooms, the size of everything. But she did
Mm-hmm.
that, and she from the moment she walked in my house, I already knew what was going to be the deal. And when I talked to
Mm-hmm.
that loan officer, he's like, I'm surprised it didn't. And my house, and I watched the value of the houses in my area and my own house. So I knew she was, but you can't do anything.
And they
They
don't
got the
want you.
upper hand.
And what makes it so bad, like me and you saying something right now,
Mhm.
there's gonna be people that feel like that we wrong for saying it.
I know it because they don't want to accept the fact that this country is screwed. It is a unjust country. And anywhere you go, if you are a minority in another country, you get the same thing. When I was in Germany, the same thing. It doesn't matter. The German people treat Turkish people bad. It doesn't matter. And this is one thing. I work with two ladies. One
Mm-hmm.
of them is an attorney. I don't work with her, but she works with us. But I don't work with her. Her and another lady that I actually work with. And I was talking. Both of them are white, and I was talking to them. And the attorney said she has a niece that had a baby with a black guy. She said they can't even take the baby to Georgia because of the racist family members. They can't even take the babies to Georgia. And she said to me, I didn't realize how racist this country was. And she says, I never felt like I was racist. I said, you don't have to be racist. The whole part of America is set up to be racist. So if you go along with it and you don't say anything, you hear people make racist jokes, or if they do something that isn't right and you don't say anything about it, you just playing into it. So if you as a white person does not check another white person on things that you know are wrong, then you play right into it. So you don't have to think you are racist, but your actions say you are because you say, okay, that's okay. I'm not going to say anything. I don't let anything go past me. I will check somebody. I don't care. You can fire me, but you're not going to mistreat me. You're not going to make me feel less than because of my race. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a proud queen in this country. And that's how you're going to treat me, period. So I know, like I said, somebody's going to have a bad taste in their mouth about what I'm saying. Have a bad taste. Then that tells me you aren't comfortable with the way things are. Because there has to be, how is it that you can have multiple killings of young black men in this country and nothing. And just like the last one, the man in Louisiana, the police officer proud of choking him and beating him, dragging the man is in handcuffs and they drag him. There's got to be something. When no black person thought Chauvin would be convicted.
I didn't.
Nobody thought he was going to be convicted. And now let's see what the sentence is, because that judge told him because of Maxine Waters. Oh, that's grounds for an appeal. because she said something. You know, Mr. Floyd doesn't have grounds for appeal.
All right
Why
now.
should you have grounds for appeal?
That's
You know
right.
what you did.
Murder is
For
murder.
9 minutes and 29 seconds, you put your knee on that man's neck and then had the nerve, not his sunglasses didn't move, hands in his pocket, comfortable on that man's
His
neck,
hands was
and
in his
lifted
pocket.
his body weight completely onto this man. And you're going to tell me he got grounds for appeal? Screw that crap. No appeals. Give
No
him
appeal.
this life sentence as far as I'm concerned.
That's right. But you know what his hands was in his pocket for? His hands was in his pocket to push down on that knee some more.
Yes. Yes, he's comfortable.
Yeah.
Hey, Laurie. Hey, Deborah. I'm going on a tangent, so I'm
No, you
Miss
just
Tina
told
has
it
got
like it is.
my blood pressure riled up.
I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help but to tell. I heard it on the news and it made me. I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. I stayed. I I was in a state of woke because it just made me think about my great grandmother and when they
Mm-hmm.
said, it made me see her screaming
Mm, mm. I
because
get chills. I just get chills.
yeah, because my great grandmother was raped,
Mm,
repeatedly raped, and it was like all I could see is how we had to every time we try to put her to bed, she'd get in a ball. It was a chair. She would get in the corner of the chair like she was in the closet, and she would ball up like that, with her, how you ball up in a little
mm-hmm.
tiny ball,
Mm-hmm.
and she would just scream.
Mm.
And so then, how I remember, because I was the one who always wanted to talk to her and listen to all the stories about whatever was going on, how things had happened with her. And I I had to babysit her. And so she would only let me in the bed with her. And then we'd have to sleep with the covers all the way up over our head. And then we had to have so many covers over us so we would look like a little tiny ball in the bed. This
Mm.
lady never wanted to stretch her body out and sleep,
Mm. Mm.
you know? And
Traumatized. She was traumatized.
right. And so how in the world can you say that I don't deserve and my kids, because this is something I witnessed from my grandmother as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you say, and if you love your great grandma, this was my great grandma. How could I not love her? She was an
Mm.
old lady, and she was so nice, so nice. She smoked a pipe. She taught me how to pack a pipe. And she just really was. She was so kind to, and she pet me. You know how you
Mm-hmm.
she would pet me,
Mm-hmm.
and she would always tell me. And then after she told me so many stories about when she started telling me about when they was supposed to be free and they had to work for them, and then when they didn't want to pay them, they chase them through the woods and go and beat them, and then after they beat them, they rape them. When she would tell me all of these stories, and she was so meek and her little tiny voice, it just, it's something that if you had to witness it, you would never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
You would
My
never
mom,
forget it.
my mom told me, my uncle, God rest his soul, He had bought a Cadillac. I think she said it was a Cadillac, and he went all the way to New York because in the
Mhm.
South they didn't want us to buy nothing. We
Right.
wasn't entitled to buy
Mhm.
nothing. He went all the way to New York, got his car, drove it back to Georgia. Mama said as soon as he got the car good into Georgia and a police officer saw him, they took his car. He never saw it again.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's just they killed my uncle James. They killed my uncle James in my great grandmother's bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, because my great grandmother was lived in South Carolina,
hmm
so that's the heart of where this was going on at. And
hmm
they just brutalized him all because somebody liked him.
Just
I
like
know.
Emmett Till, he killed because somebody lied on him. It's
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
brutality, and it still goes on. And I tell all of my white friends that want to have a conversation with me, I tell them from the get go, everything that's what's wrong with this country stems from slavery. I said, do you think the police came about because they wanted to make sure people stayed in line? No, it came about because of slavery, because they wanted to track slaves. They wanted to make sure we stayed on their plantations and such. I said, that's if you look at the way America is set up, everything stems from slavery. Every law that has ever been enacted to keep people down stems from slavery. We can't keep you enslaved anymore, but we're going to figure out a way to keep you down. So I tell everybody, know your history. Know your history. When you
Yeah.
see all this craziness going on after this election, it's just absurd that this continues. How in the hell they gonna try to overturn the election after it's been certified? You got these idiots in damn Arizona picking through the damn ballots, and now they're gonna get ready to come to Georgia to do the same thing. I'm like, this is absurd. And then I'm in Florida. We got an idiot as a governor, and they can shut me down if they want to, but we got an idiot as a governor. And all these governors that are writing all these stupid ass laws just to keep people down, to affect how the Democratic Party gets to elect people, because if they don't get elected, they gonna find a way to stop that election from going through because they didn't get elected. I think it's
Mhm.
if nobody stops this, there is not stop. We can just wash our
But
hands.
even let me just say this much. Even right now on this platform that we have, this is a form of slavery.
Oh, oh, honey.
This is a form of slavery. I've been working on this channel for 2.5 years.
It's their
I
algorithm.
done got
It's
pennies.
their algorithm, honey. If you don't meet that out, and every time you get close to it, they find a way to bring it back down. It's the algorithm.
Slavery. I mean, and I'm gonna keep on saying it because I know how to change things. I've been had to change things all my life.
hmm
Because that's what we do. And I'm telling you, if we don't all start talking it, if we don't all start saying this is ridiculous, how long it take for to get a dollar out of it. I mean, you should get some kind of. I mean, $100 shouldn't be nothing for them to give us a month, and that's at slavery prices right there.
Yep.
But
And
man,
it
I
amazes me
mean,
how some of these channels are just huge. I was on this man's channel. He's some techie guy. And I can't. Is his name Daryl? I think his name is Daryl. Anyway, I was on one of his lives. I was floored. He had people giving him 100, 200, 50, 20. That's how much his what do you call it? Because I don't know nothing about it because I'm nowhere near getting it. You know the monies. What do they call the monies?
Super chats.
Yeah, the chats. The yeah.
Super chats.
When
Super
I
chats.
saw all those hundreds going by, I'm like, damn, who gives I said, I am in the wrong profession. $100 and all he doing is chit chatting. He's saying the
Yeah,
same thing over and over and
I
over
seen a
again.
Chinese lady getting 500.
Ooh, and
500, and
I've been
they
on
kept giving,
several of
they
his
kept giving it to her.
I've been
They
on
kept
several
giving it
of
to her.
his lives, and it's always the same thing. He's always talking about the same thing over and over again, but he is making the money. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, 100. I didn't think anybody upchucked that kind of money. I said, must be nice to have that kind of people. But you know, those techie people, most of them are men. They got that extra income to throw out there.
I wish I wish some of the ones that's giving them $100 bills bring themselves on across my house. Please bring yourself on over to my house. That's all I got to say. That's
Mm-mm.
all I got to say. Can I just get a little of your time?
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Angela. Okay, Angela said true. Lori said hi, Gigi, and all. Let me see. Deborah says hi, Gigi. You speaking facts. Thank you. Lord. Oh, VJ said hi to Lori. Natural. Let me see. Renee said yes. Lori said preach and preach some more, more, Miss Gigi. All right, Lori. Oh, and then
Mm-mm.
yeah. Deborah says, Miss Tina, speak. Let me see. Renee, Miss Tina, you already had trouble yesterday with the man.
Okay. Oh, yes, girl. Girl, I had a clone yesterday talking about he want to give me all his money. I said, well, that's how you go. You go to the about page for that. I said that you in the wrong place. You supposed to be on my about page.
Oh my goodness.
Cause I said, excuse me, am I flirting out here or what? Cause I didn't know what was going on. Cause I know I don't flirt. Cause I don't
Mm-mm.
flirt at no man. That's something I don't do. I mean, some of them be looking so good. I wish I could do it. Well, I be like, nah, girl, you know better than to flirt at no man. You know you ain't got no business flirting at no man.
Oh, some
Girl.
man popped on yesterday. I forgot he had some some disgusting name. I forgot what it was, but I just couldn't entertain him. That was one of the reasons why I got off. When he popped up, I was like, let me get off before he says something and I don't want to see it. It was perfect timing when he popped up. I was like, okay, it's time for me to get off now. I don't know who
Okay.
this man is, and I don't want to find out who he is.
Oh, yeah, there be some wild ones on here sometimes. But I was like, but if you wanted to give me all your money, you're in the wrong place. You can't give it to me here on the chat. You got to go to the about page for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to that what's that chat, whatever kind of chat it is. I don't even know. What I don't even know what the name of it is. I know it's
No,
on
Lori
that
is
about
driving
page.
and picking up Spence from
No,
robotics.
Cash App. It's Cash App. That's what it is. He was in the wrong place. He's supposed to be at the Cash App shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I didn't know what I was doing. I asked it. Ain't nobody say nothing either. They just left me out in the rain. I'm
Let me
like,
see.
what I do, y'all leave me in the rain like that?
Oh, Renee said he said something nasty. Oh, I figured he would
Yeah.
because I had to hurry up and get off of there. When I saw his, I forgot what his it was something. I was like, it's I've been on an hour already. I'm getting off because I can't be bothered with this foolishness. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, Gloria.
I can't stand
I
these.
play.
They just don't have anything better to do than to harass people.
Yeah, and then what it was, I had almost because I had him on this, like I was there, he was coming up, and I
Yeah, that's what they
seen
told me. You let him come on. I was like, girl,
I
heck
ain't
no.
know because I ain't know who it was. I've
Mm-mm.
been seeing him in my
And
chat
that's why
room
I wouldn't let
all.
him come on. If I didn't know who it was, I wouldn't have let him come on.
I learned that. I learned that the hard way.
Hmm.
Girl, I learned that the hard way. But
Hmm.
that's all right. I gotta learn. I take everything as a learning experience, and I
Yeah.
learned the hard way. I heard. I bet I clicked on remove, remove, remove.
Yes, that's
Hurry up.
scary when you have all these. That one day I had all them trolls. Oh my goodness, that was awful. I just like forget it. I just can't. Between Renee and I can't remember who. Because I went back to YouTube and made them moderators so
Moderator.
they could help
Yeah,
me get rid of them trolls.
I know.
It was
I
horrible.
know. I know. That's how I feel too. I gotta get rid of the troll. That's all right though. I just like, oh Lord, and I'm just gonna leave it up to you to deal with. I just gotta learn that only people, but it's like I'd go up on screen with a lot of people, but don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I do. I guess don't nobody want to come up on my screen because they'll never know when I'm gonna go off for some reason. I don't be trying to go off, but I don't be trying to go off, but I guess I do sometimes. I guess they be like they don't want to get known as one of those people who go off. I don't be trying to do it though, but you can't help it when people just take you to that level. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm. It's
Yeah.
heavy on your mind, so it's got to come out.
Yeah. I know I ain't sleep last night because I wanted to say my piece. I'm like, then one thing I always say, when you want something, always know what you want
Hmm.
and why you want it. And when they asked that question, I was like, well, I got to leave the answer for them tomorrow. Why? Why? This is why. Yep, this is why. Why I got to leave the answer for you. So you will know why I want it. And I don't want it just for me, I want it for my babies too. Give us all our piece of the pie.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Because
what they say? 40 acres and a mule.
please, can I have it? Please, can I have
I
mine?
want now. I would like to have 40 acres, but can you just give me a good car? Because a mule ain't gonna do
I'll
nothing for
take
me
the
now.
mule. I'll take the mule and sell a mule and buy me a car. I don't want you. Just give me what you say you owe me. I'll take that. I'll take it. Just give me my
Okay,
40
Helen.
acres.
Thanks for joining me. Have a safe trip home.
Hmm. Yeah, but I really enjoyed myself, girl. I ain't mean to stir up no trouble on your channel. Oh my God. I
That's what
didn't
when I
mean to.
look at my what do you call it? My subscribers tomorrow. I'll probably drop 10.
I do
That's all
it
right
happens.
because that's 10 I didn't need.
You know what? You know what? This is what I think about it. In due time, all the people who enjoy where I'm coming from, who I am, will be with me. I will, and my channel will still grow. It
Mm-hmm.
might not grow as fast as I wanted to, but I'm not gonna worry about how fast it grow. I just know that God is gonna bless me, that it's gonna eventually grow. And
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta tell the truth. I cannot deny who I am.
Yep. To
That's
appease
the
someone else,
problem.
to make someone else
Yeah,
comfortable.
I can't.
They want you to be
Right.
uncomfortable, and I'm not going to be uncomfortable.
No, I
Mm-mm.
can't. I can't do it. I gotta be real to me. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta be real to me. Me being happy. Now I'll sleep tonight because I told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told the truth
Yep.
about what happened to my great grandmother. Now I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna say it happened to everybody's great grandmother, but I know it happened to mine because she told me out of her mouth.
Yeah.
So if I told the truth, I could sleep. But I could not sleep knowing that they had a question like that they couldn't answer. That means they didn't get to know who their great grandmother was. Well, here's somebody that got to know theirs. And as
Yeah. My
long as
great
I
grandmother,
live,
I think my great grandmother, I probably was a baby when she passed, but she was really old, really old. But I got
yeah,
to spend time with my grandmother, lots of time with my grandmother. So
yeah,
I felt quite blessed. Like um my niece has a child, so my mother has her great grand. She has no, she has three great grands. No, four great grands. Child, don't have me lying.
oh,
She's
I
got some
know that.
great grands, but only one is here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
she gets
yeah,
to spend
yeah.
time with her. And I always say, I can't believe my sister is a grandmother.
Oh
Every
wow.
time she says grandma, I'm always thinking she's talking about my mom, but I always remember, oh, yeah, she does have a grandma. I am not a
Yeah.
grandmother, and I probably won't be a grandmother, so I'm going to enjoy these great nieces.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Mm-hmm.
I had 12 listeners today. Me, Renee, or are you talking about Tina?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how many I had. I don't never look at it. I've never looked at it. I never. I know that the longer my shows are, my 2 3 hour shows. If you look at it, you'll see they always have 100 and something.
Oh goodness.
And my little 5 6 7 minute shows, they get 50, 60. That's it.
That's good. Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but I get more people to watch my long 3 hour shows than I do anything. They love when I go to talking about all kinds of whatever, whatever I would go to talking about. One day I was talking about Jamaica because I went to Jamaica.
Hmm.
And boy, everybody, that show got a lot of people.
Yeah.
I always talk about something that I'm gonna get dressed. I got my clothes already out. They already out. Uh,
You want to go to why this week or next week? Next week.
next week, I wanted to go. What you want to go do?
Come on, stop here.
I'm on a show now. Yeah, I'm on a show. I'm not on my show. I'm on somebody else's show. Uh-oh, she's okay. Gloria, I better get off of here because they ready to take me outside somewhere. They want.
Uh,
She want me.
You can call her back, but you just gotta get dressed.
well, go and get your fresh air, honey.
Girl, it's cold outside. I don't
Oh,
want
is
to
it?
go outside. Yeah,
It's
it's
cold.
cold out here. Yeah, it's cold where we live at. It's cold. It's real
Okay.
cold. It's freezing
Well, dress
cold.
warm because it's hot
Yeah, I
here.
am put me a coat on. I kind of like don't know if I want to go because really I don't like getting cold, Gloria.
I don't blame you. That's why I stay right here in South Florida.
I don't like getting cold. I want but I probably want to go out to eat or something. I
Well,
have no idea. Huh?
enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. So I love you guys. I'm glad y'all don't get mad at Gloria cause I done stirred her up. Don't get mad at her. That was
We
me.
love you too.
I love y'all and y'all stay safe and I'll
You
talk to
too.
y'all soon.
All
Okay.
right. Bye
Love
bye.
you, Gloria. Thank
Love
you.
you too. You're welcome.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Girl, cooking dinner and listening. Are your greens gonna be cooked? See, our greens here in Florida, these Florida greens, as I call them, are tough. So they take hours to cook. That's probably why I don't cook during the week because they take too long to cook. All right. Let's see what we're gonna go with next. Can't use that because that's cotton. I think I'm gonna throw this sparkly green in there. Some Christmas green. It went the wrong way. Let me see. All right. Oh, how long I've been? Oh, an hour and 21 minutes. Guess I better go and get me something to eat so I can watch the news, see what other craziness going on out there. But I appreciate y'all listening to my rant with Tina. And I just always pray that there will be a change. But some people don't want to change. They want things to remain as is, and that is never good. We're going to be doing our lovey on Saturday. I am so excited. Want to see what it all looks like. I should time that too. See how long that takes. Sometimes you don't know what to eat. I just grab. Some days I just go in there. Like I have those Jamaican beef patties. I already had one of them already. So now I'm gonna go and eat a salad and cut up some of those mangoes so I can freeze it so I can have smoothies with that. And that's probably all I'm gonna eat. Oh, you have to look for some colors. Ooh, how many colors you plan on using? I'm planning on using one color. I don't want to change nothing. I don't want any color change. I thought about doing, actually, I thought about doing it in the purples, the three purples that I have. So it'll have the dark, medium, and light. But I'm not sure. I'm also making, they take about 45 minutes. Oh, I don't think I've ever cooked lentils. I have them, but I don't think I've ever cooked them. I am not. I think about all the stuff. Oh, and I have asparagus. That's my other little treat. I buy it every now and again. I like asparagus, but I don't buy it very often. I'd rather go to a restaurant and have it. Let a chef cook it. But now everything has to be cut up small and stuff. 'Cause I don't want to be chumping on a big one like I used to. Mm-mm. All right, let me get off of here so I can go get me something to eat so I don't be too hungry. And I need to get my steps in. I do smoothies as well. Oh yeah, okay. We'll eat about 6:45. Okay. I not sure. I'll look through my scraps. Yeah, because this won't take a whole lot of yarn, so I'll be ready to go on Saturday. See how it goes. All right, ladies, thank you again for joining me. It's been a good one. And I will see you tomorrow because it's Friday. Yes, I'm so happy. You like Brussels sprouts? I do too. I just call them little baby cabbages because that's what they are to me. So, everybody, take care. Keep crocheting. Bye bye. And stay safe.